kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
The seating capacity. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be piloted by their veteran quarterback, standing 6'4". It's Ryan Tannehill.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in?
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill steps away to his left. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. A give for Dillon running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
First down. Here's Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. To the 27-yard line. The Bengals at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first two games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
On first down, Metcalf. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Now it's Burrow. Touchdown! T. Higgins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Wormley showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. To try again after the sack. Burrow, he'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he bats it away.
The challenge we're seeing here in this game early. Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Off play action, Tannehill. Now swing pass for Dillon. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now third down and 6 to go. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bengals take over first and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Burrow will throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And a dime look defensively for the Lions on third. Now a handoff up the middle. Metcalf. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10.
Burrow looking to pass. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow, open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow punching it in from a yard away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Lions now. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Joseph Osai able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Dillon. And some space here. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Dillon, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Tannehill. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Lutz to try to end the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start this drive. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Holding, defense.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball. Hands on the fumble recovery. Tannehill on 1st down. It's complete to Williams. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz from 13 yards out. And the Lions have retaken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals set to take over. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Up the middle they go. Metcalf. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a handoff up the middle. Metcalf. And he'll get it inside the 35. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys have now moved out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 30 on 2nd down, Tannehill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. To throw is Tannehill. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will tie us at 24 all. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Put a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out here because what we did in the first half. Defensive play. What I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Derek Brown busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a third and about 13.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot. That a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
In motion, the tight end.
Delayed game, offense.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now Tannehill. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Tannehill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill as they have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll run on 1st down. Metcalf, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Metcalf. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From midfield now, Burrow. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Tannehill now to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, Beasley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Throwing on 2nd down. Burrow going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Penalty is declined.
McPherson now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. They call Tannehill's number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Off play action, Tannehill. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Downfield. Offense.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Here's Tannehill. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that will bring up second down.
9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Tannehill. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Again, Tannehill. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first down, Tannehill. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 39, Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. It's complete to Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Tannehill. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope he's
taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 66 yards. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Burrow. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. Throwing, Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Dillon. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. To the right side, this is Dillon. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 2 touchdowns. A little over a minute to go. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Burrow going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Burrow. He's going to take another shot here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Burrow. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.